Hi, I'm John Byrne with Poets&Quants. Welcome to a new edition of our one-on-one video series. Today we have the Dean of the Isenberg School of Management at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst. Beautiful location. Dean Fuller, thank you very much for being with us.
It's great to be here.
So Mark, you have three different offerings in the MBA space. A blended program, an online program, and a residential full-time program.
Correct.
Run through the three. Tell me how they're different from each other, and give us a sense of the size of each of them.
We have the full-time program, which is a smaller, deliberately smaller program, probably about 40 people coming in each year into that program. So a very tight, close-knit community. The second program is what we think of, in some cases, the blended program, but really that's where they might attend some classes in one of our satellite locations, Boston, Shrewsbury, Springfield, but they can also supplement those courses through our online program.
So it's like a 25-75 split.
Exactly.
Great.
Probably has 100 students in it. And then the largest program is our online program. That has about 1,300 students. We have 350 physicians in that program, so it's a very unique student population, very experienced student population.
And you can do that program in as short as 18 months or as long as 5 years. What's the average?
Probably about 3.5 years. As you say, we try to cap it off at about 5 years. We want people making progress.
Right.
But if you have the time to do so, you could get out in about 18 months.
And we also have with us today Alexandra Maider, who is a second-year student at the Isenberg School in the full-time MBA program. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Alexandra, what is the MBA experience like at Isenberg?
It's a really interesting experience because I did my undergrad at McGill, which is a huge school, and I graduated in a class of thousands. And so my experience at Isenberg is really intimate. It's extremely interpersonal and team-oriented, and we really help each other through this program.
Now, given the fact that it's such a small program, you're one of 40 students in your class,
Yes.
right? In the full-time residential program. I imagine that it's pretty handcrafted. In other words, you can customize this to your liking.
Definitely.
So give me a sense for how you've done that for yourself.
In the first year, it's really the extracurriculars that you get involved in, the faculty you choose to spend extra time with, the fellowship opportunity that you pursue. But in my second year, I'm really looking to take electives that are more focused on my career path. Take classes outside of the Isenberg School of Management, and I'm actually exploring the public policy sphere, so I'm definitely handcrafting it to be what I want it to be.
We don't do off-the-rack MBA. We do made to measure.
Yeah.
We have a more bespoke process in our full-time program where we can tailor things for the student. They can do a little bit in public health. They get high touch with advisors. We have boot camps where they meet with executives from State Street and McKinsey, et cetera. So it becomes a very sort of intimate experience for the right type of student that really wants to, explore things a little bit during that program.
I had this notion that an MBA program, you have to be driven and ambitious and really intense and serious, and that would be mutually exclusive with being down to earth and authentic and genuine. And I think at Isenberg, those two things go hand in hand.
What advice do you give someone who's thinking about getting an MBA? When do they choose the online program? When do they choose a residential program?
The full-time people are in many cases coming in for career shifts, right? Whereas the online student is coming in for career enhancement. Gone are the days where you can just sort of practice being a doctor. You have to be, a business person as well.
Right.
And so gaining those sorts of additional skills in large hospitals, et cetera, where you can apply principles of management, leadership, accounting are very important. And so I think the outcomes for an online student where they may be enhancing their current thing are to see exactly those sorts of abilities to transcend into the healthcare market. Whereas a student that wants to remake themselves, and this is why we're committed to the full-time program, may decide that the full-time program is right. So we find people that come in and suddenly they'll get jobs at Kaiser Permanente or KPMG or Ford, and they never would have gotten there if it weren't for sort of that ability to refocus their energies during their graduate education in the full-time program.
Everything we do, from our projects to our exams to our networking opportunities, always come back to where do we want to be in the future? What's our career path? What are our goals? Who do we want to be as people?
We fully fund that program, the full-time MBA. So they graduate, we pay their tuition, their fees, they come in, so they're fully supported during the program. But what we do is we have them work in what we call an MBA Fellowship program. So this is sort of an in-house internship program. We look at it as a work experience funding, and so we put them to work in the area of analytics or marketing analytics. We have people working in Google Analytics looking at the productivity of our marketing campaigns and the rest of this. And these are MBA students, so they gain sort of these in-house internships that help build their resume.
The MBA office matched me with the career office to work with students and help pair them with corporate recruiters and other career building skill opportunities. When a professor pursued me to do research in her business analytics course, because that was a new interest of mine that I discovered at Isenberg, I switched my fellowship to be doing analytics research with her.
What's the online experience really like?
It's like our experience in the full-time and these blended programs. We wanted to align those programs. We wanted them to be, sort of synergistic with one another. Same faculty flowing across both in many cases. Class sizes remain the same. The curriculum is very similar. It's just how you interact sometimes, whether it's a face-to-face interaction or an online interaction.
My schedule can be really hectic with my fellowship. I'm involved in clubs. So I've actually taken a couple courses blended, both in class and online. One class that we all took online incorporated video, lecture, interactive activities, quizzes, tests. She kind of ran the gamut of all the different learning experiences, all online, and that brought us all up to speed on where she wanted us to be by the first day of school in terms of our accounting preparation.
Well, that's a great endorsement from a poet.
I never thought I would like accounting, but I think it's because of that online preparation that I felt confident walking in the room.
Now, do you have any other advice for young women about going into a business school where they are the minority?
Well, my advice is shop around. If you shop around and find that Isenberg is a good fit for you for other reasons, you're also going to find that they truly care about the opinions and the success of women.
And Massachusetts is one of the top innovation and entrepreneurship states in the nation, and one of the nice things about being in a big Research One university like the University of Massachusetts is you do have computer science, a nationally ranked computer science program, and communications and public health, and so education, right, one of the top education programs in the country. And so our students have the ability to not just do their MBA, but they can also participate in this broader community of knowledge on the campus level. And that is a unique positioning, I think, for us versus a lot of the, if you will, the smaller privates in the state and outside the state.
Dean Fuller, thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is John Byrne with Poets&Quants. Thanks for watching.